Hey guys, how you going? This is BillyEatWorld, and today we're going to take a look at what I think are the top 10 warrior cards in Hearthstone. Warrior is a pretty interesting class with a lot of cool cards, some of which enable two of the best deck types in the game, Grim Patron and Control Warrior. Warrior decks can be the king of control, but on the other hand they can have massive potential to burst an opponent down in one turn. The only real issue with this class is that it's probably one of the more difficult classes to play well, so it's important to have a good understanding of what these cards are capable of. Before we start though, I just want to let you guys know that if you're interested in seeing more Hearthstone, well, I've actually started streaming on Twitch. I don't really stream any other games yet because I'm still stuck with bad upload speeds here in Australia, but in the near future that could possibly change. I don't really have a regular schedule, but I try and stream whenever I can, so if you see me live, feel free to come and hang out and take a look. I'll put the link on screen now and in the description below if you want to take a look, but once you get there, don't forget to hit that follow button. But anyway, to kick off our top 10 is Cruel Taskmaster. This card is a great 2-cost minion that has the ability to deal 1 damage to any minion and give it +2 attack. This can be used to kill enemy minions as well as buff your own minions, and combined with cards like Execute or Grommash, it can create massive board swings. Number 9, Brawl. Warrior doesn't have a lot of ways to clear the board, so Brawl usually is an auto-include because it clears the board and leaves up 1 minion at random. Usually warriors have less minions on the field than the enemy player anyway, so this can seriously mess with aggro decks, and combined with Sylvanas, can even steal big enemy threats. Number 8, Frothing Berserker. This 3-drop minion is probably one of the most powerful cards in the game at the moment because it's the card that enables the huge 1-turn kills of a Grim Patron deck. This guy gains 1 attack every time a minion takes damage, so combined with whirlwind effects and a board full of Grim Patrons, you've got a huge threat on your hands. Number 7, Shieldmaiden. This card is a great tool for Control Warrior because it not only gives you 5 armor, it also gives you a decent 5/5 body to contest the board. It also combos well with cards like Shield Slam, which can lose value against more aggressive decks, and this can be enough to help you turn a game around. Number 6, Shield Slam. This card is one of the reasons Control Warrior is still viable because it's a very cheap removal spell with the potential to take out pretty much anything in the game. It deals 1 damage to a minion for each armor you have, which is great for taking out enemy minions, as well as sacrificing your own Sylvanas or activating Grommash. Number 5, Execute. Along with Shield Slam, this is another one of the best value removal spells in the game because it'll kill any damaged enemy minion on the board. The only problem with Execute is damaging the minion to begin with, but as most warrior decks run a lot of whirlwind effects, it hardly ever ends up being a dead card. Number 4, Grommash Hellscream. This card is one of the warrior class legendaries which has amazing burst potential that's a lot easier to pull off than a Frothing Grim Patron combo. In Control Warrior, a lot of games drag out into fatigue, but this guy will allow you to end the game very suddenly if you can combo him with the right cards. Number 3, Fiery War Axe. It's no surprise that this high on the list we have a weapon, because the warrior weapons tend to be some of the best weapons in the game. A lot of people call this card the Fiery Win Axe because if you draw it in your opening hand, you'll usually be able to wreck your opponent's early game. Number 2, Warsong Commander. This card is so high on this list because it enables Patron Warrior decks by giving smaller minions like Grim Patron and Frothing Berserker charge. I seriously doubt Patron Warrior would be anywhere near as good without this card because it allows for the massive 1-hit kill potential that makes this deck type so good. And finally, number 1, Deathspire. This weapon is easily one of the best weapons in the game because it has an attack value of 4 and also generates a whirlwind effect when it dies. This can be used to clear small minions, create execute targets or summon Grim Patrons, and just about every game you play with a warrior deck comes down to using the Deathspire effectively. But anyway guys, that just about wraps up this list, so let me know what your top 5 warrior cards are, and as always, if you like what you see, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Also, check out the links in the description below if you want to see more of my videos, or if you'd like to support my channel on Patreon, and until next time, see you later, and have a good one.